Welcome to Feedback Friday. We are jumping in. I know lots of people are in World Series mode, but we are in crunch mode with our teams. So I want to jump in and answer the questions that came in this week. One about the team surveys. Do we answer other people's surveys? Do we answer our own surveys? I would encourage you, listen, you have a large cohort. There are 2 subgroups in each cohort. That means there were 6 people in your cohort where you've been watching their videos, giving them feedback, and then you have these subgroups. They're called triads, or groups of 3. So go and answer your survey, your other cohort survey, and then I would encourage you to go answer the other surveys that are posted on discussion board. That gives them great feedback and helps them target their presentation to their audience better. So go answer the surveys. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Answer as many as you can. It's not that difficult. Number 2, I had some people that said, hey, we are communicating through alternative methods, so group discussion board is a little outdated, which is fine. And so we're collaborating in this space. Lots of you are using Google Shared Docs, which I encourage you to do. Maybe you're using GroupMe, which is a great app. And so that's totally fine. If you're using that, that is awesome. The goal is communication. It is oxygen to a relationship. It is oxygen to a team. So keep breathing and keep communicating with your people. A few people asked about, what if I posted our thing in the wrong place? Can I go post it on discussion board? Absolutely. Go post it on the main discussion board. So you'll see Team Persuasive Project Part 1, then you'll see Team Part 2. Last week was all about our claim, our survey. This week, it's all about your outline and your reference page. And I've been going in and commenting in your group discussion board, so make sure you're looking for feedback there. Some of it's encouragement, some of it's just maybe a little bit of direction. And then I want to make sure that as we move in, that you know Sunday at midnight, your outline and reference page are due. It can be a little bit rough. And then if you want to post a final draft, that's fine. Later next week. And then next week is all about putting it together. So I want to encourage you to just push through, pack your patience, be proactive, and also really know that after we get through this, we have some really fun things on the other side of this. So we're going to be on the downhill slope. I can't wait to jump into storytelling. I cannot wait for you to do that narrative speech and then to collaborate and do some team toasts at the end. We will toast to a great semester and also maybe some other fun events. So go Astros. In the meantime, we're going to shift real quick, and I want to introduce you to a place that is on South Campus. Really interesting, kind of a hidden gem. It's on the 2nd floor of the library on South Campus. So I'm going to run over and tell you just a little bit about a really interesting place, but a fascinating gem that exists here on South Campus that you may otherwise not know about. All right, we are in Building 10, the library on the 2nd floor, and this is kind of a hidden gem. It's not often open, and often students don't have access to it. We have a lot of really interesting things preserved here. This is called the Texana room, and everything in this room has a link to Texas history. If you grew up in Texas, you know they're really proud of their roots and their past, and the college is no exception. So I want to introduce you to someone who can answer some questions about the Texana room, and then we'll wrap it up quickly. But my hope today is that you learned something about a really cool place on campus, and then find out how you can come and see this for yourself. So we have the most incredible human. I often say San Jacinto College is not just great because of its buildings and its books, but its people. And one of those people is our director of our library, Rich McKay. And he is going to share with you, he's taller than me, so we're gonna try to get in frame. How did this room actually start?
The Texana collection dates back to 1985. And it was a project to observe the Texas sesquicentennial, the 150th anniversary of Texas, essentially.
Wow.
And it started with a very small collection. As a matter of fact, most of the collection fit in just a few of these bookcases. And now we've got about 17,000 volumes, which is a very big collection, especially for a school of our size.
Yeah, and tell us, what kinds of things can we see in this room?
Well, if you're doing Texas history, you can do quite a bit of your research here in the Texana room. And we have a lot of people doing honors work up here as well. But again, the room is locked, and for a very good reason. We have a lot of things in here we just as soon hold on to. But if you come and ask me to let you in, I'll let you in. And you can do some studying and some work up here. It's
just incredible. There are paintings and even some artifacts that belong to the college, like the first softball that was ever thrown at our new field, and just artifacts, collectors. So there's more than just books here. We also want to give a quick plug for creative writing class that is taught by our own professor, Dr. Greg Smith. So if you want to spend a little extra time in this room, you should take his class. He is responsible for quite a few things that exist in here, and has a passion for both literature but also Texas history. So I hope that you'll find your way over to Building 10, meet our director Rich McKay, and check out this really cool gem here at South Campus.